Hey friends, Lissa here for another video. I hope you don't mind, I'm just filming in my photography studio that is currently decorated for the holidays. So I know tomorrow is American Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends, and I hope that you have a cruelty-free one, obviously. Today I want to talk about how I'm not perfect. Now, there is a group of people that can be categorized as purists. And honestly, it's okay if you want to be a purist. That's totally fine, but I'm not a purist. I still do a couple things that I'll go into detail about that are not considered true raw foods, but I still do them. Example, cashews are not true raw foods because in nature, they have this toxic coating on the outside that they heat at very high temperatures to release in order to make them edible for us. So technically, they are not raw, but they're also not processed food. So I still eat them, and I eat them in smaller quantities than I would if I was just gorging on a whole cup of cashews, but that's beside the point. I want to talk about how I am not perfect. I know a lot of people think that my diet is very extreme, and it can be very extreme to some people. I feel that my diet, the way I am living, is perfect for me. I eat certain things because I love certain things. I just don't cook my food. That's really all. There may be a time, maybe, that I venture into being more pure. But for right now, I am so happy with where I am, and I'm super healthy, and I feel amazing, and I don't react to certain foods that are in my diet. Now, if you do react to certain foods that are in my diet, for example, garlic, another one would be probably the nutritional yeast, because I do use that too, and that's not considered raw because they heat that as well to high temperatures. Or even the coconut aminos. Some people have headaches from eating it, but that's beside the point. If those foods irritate you, listen to yourself. If you get a headache after eating that, maybe don't eat it. I get really super sleepy after I eat avocados. There are other people who can eat a whole avocado and don't even get cravings after it. So really, it depends on how you react to the food, and not necessarily about being pure and perfect and never eating garlic ever again. I'm sorry, but I can't give up garlic. And there are people who cannot tolerate having raw garlic in their salad dressings, which is totally fine. If you react to it, just leave it out, maybe add a different spice. If you react to spices, maybe lessen them or leave them out. And it's okay. You don't need to be pure, and you don't need to eat exactly like me. But I just want to say that if you're not perfect, don't worry about it. Don't let it become such a crazy, obsessive thing and that stresses you out, because you're gonna get stressed out if you're worried that that piece of garlic isn't pure enough. Yeah, garlic kills your good bacteria. I also take good bacteria on occasion, or in fermented foods sometimes. Yes, I do eat sauerkraut, but it's super rare and it's homemade. And honestly, I eat better than a lot of people do. I eat better than I did personally. So I used to eat Doritos for breakfast. I used to eat fried chicken and a whole cup of ranch dip with potato wedges. So coming from where I am, I don't think that a couple pieces of garlic a day is going to hurt me. Now again, if it did, if it burned my stomach, or I felt like maybe, I don't know, my candida was coming back or something like that, but even then, garlic can kill candida. So honestly, if you react to something, then take it out of your diet. It's not the end of the world, but please don't tell people if they are already eating a really, really healthy vegan and mostly raw, high raw, or all raw, or 99.99999% raw, give or take coconut aminos, or I don't know, just the random little things that may still be in your diet that aren't considered pure. Please don't maybe belittle those people or tell them that they're doing it wrong, because if it's working for them and it's not bothering them, then let them have it. I'm going to eat it anyways, and they're going to be in my recipes. If you don't like them, then don't use them in the recipe. There are alternatives. For example, cashews. You can use zucchini instead of cashews in your dressings that call for cashews. Now, again, it's not going to be exact, and the zucchini is a little bit more on the bitter side, but you can replace the cashews. You could use sesame seeds instead if you don't react to those. Chia seeds also give it a little bit more of a gel feeling than a creamy feeling. So there are alternatives to things. Some people are completely anti-salt, and some people are completely full fruit. And okay, maybe, yes, salt, I agree, is not good in excess amounts, but if you have low blood pressure like I do, sometimes adding a little bit to your dressings in the evening can actually help with keeping your blood pressure up. I find that if I don't have salt for a few weeks, I do feel like lightheaded, but it's not a hungry issue, it's more of a blood pressure issue. So I do feel like dizzy when I stand up and stuff, and just a pinch of salt here and there cures that. And there's some people who are completely anti-salt, but I am not. I am not anti anything but animal products, really. If you want to eat cooked food, go for it. I don't, and I promote a raw vegan diet because that is what works for me, and I want to inspire people to eat more raw because it does make people feel a lot better than just doing the cooked food. So, but again, it's up to you where you want to go, and it's up to you how far you want to go. But I don't want anyone to push anyone else into those extremes because, again, it can cause mental issues and bad relationships with food. Because if I had to give up garlic, I don't know what I would do. The thing is that, for example, my French dressing, it's got smoked paprika in it, which is not raw, by the way. It's smoked, and smoking herbs is at quite a high temperature, but we're talking it's like this much. So smoked paprika. Another one that people seem to be a little on is vinegar. If you happen to have some apple cider vinegar in your dressing, it's not the end of the world. But again, if you react to it, don't eat it. If you're healing, if you need to be on one of those really pure diets, don't eat it. Just follow how you're feeling, and if you feel like it's bothering you, then just leave it out. So again, I wanted to just let everyone know that I am not perfect, and there are a few things in my diet that are not considered completely, totally 100% raw, but I don't mind because the rest of what I eat is, and it's super hydrating, and I don't cook any of my food. So again, just wanted to let you guys know that. And I also wanted to say on the fact that I'm not perfect is that even though I'm raw vegan and I feel amazing and everything's awesome, I guess, I still feel tired after a long day of work. And if I feel tired and I say, I'm tired, some people have told me, oh, well, maybe it's your diet. Really? Because before, my diet was horrible, and if I said I was tired, no one said anything. They're just like, oh, yeah, long day. But as soon as you're a raw vegan, all of a sudden, if you feel tired, or, for example, see these two? I broke out. Yes, I did. And it was actually nothing to do with anything, but I was wearing really heavy makeup one day last week, and I broke out in a couple spots, which is fine. They're healing up very fast, faster than they ever have, so I'm not even worried. But again, I'm not perfect. If I have a pimple or two, it's not the end of the world, and it's not because I'm a raw vegan, but it could be outside factors that you don't know about. And again, just because I'm a raw vegan doesn't mean I'm immortal. And people aren't going to be immortal. They're just going to feel better. They're going to live a better quality of life, and you can get there too, the more raw that you add to your diet. So again, just wanted to let you guys know that, and I'm just a regular girl sharing my journey on YouTube, and I love that everyone's following me. I love all my followers, and I just want everyone to know that I appreciate absolutely every comment and message that you guys send me in support. It really means a lot to me, and if I don't get to your messages, please remember that I have a lot of fans on my page, and I mean, there's not a huge amount, but there is a lot, and it does take time to respond to everybody's messages, and it's probably going to get more as I collect more fans. Then I'm gonna have more people to talk to. So I just want people to know that I'm not ignoring you or whatever. I just want you to know that maybe I did read it and I'm gonna get back to you or whatever, but don't take it personally. I love you guys all so much. So thanks for following, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouFood, all at Raw Food Romance. And now I'm gonna go make me some supper, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Until the next one, fruit on. Oh, look how pretty it is with the lights off. I think I'll move that tree upstairs in a little bit after all my photo shoots. So I discovered a little trick with my cucumber noodles. If I add a little tiny pinch of salt, just a little bit, it will actually help to draw out some of the water in the cucumber noodles. I noticed that when I make them for a salad, after I add the dressing and start eating it, there's a ton of water at the bottom. So I'm actually going to let these ones sit for about an hour before I make my salad, and they will release a lot of the water that I will use in my dressing instead of letting it sit there. I mean, you can do this or you can't. It doesn't really matter if you do, but you can see how much water has collected after about an hour. So again, I'll just use that in my dressing, which is the Lemon Szechuan, and I will give that recipe right now. It's going to be this water. It's only about 2 tablespoons. The juice of a lemon, 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, 6 dates, a dime-sized piece of ginger, 2 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon red pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and black pepper if you want to add it. And then add water to consistency. If you want a dressing that's thinner than this, go ahead and add a little bit more water. So there we go. And it's in with my cucumber noodles and my red and yellow and orange peppers with my green onions and more chili flakes on the top. You guys can adjust as you wish. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later.